So this week on Where You At, we have St. Simon Stock Youth Group. So St. Simon Stock, where you at? And it starts now. Welcome to Where You At. I have the group, a youth group of St. Simon Stock joining me, and Matthew, where you at with God and with prayer?
Problem. Yeah, I would say it's been good and it's been bad. Well, not bad, but more like I need to improve. Good in the way that, I thank him for being with us and thanking him because my family's healthy, I'm healthy, and especially during this time when things have been a little bit crazy, especially in New York, with both the COVID situation and even the situation with Floyd. Our city has been a hot spot lately, for a lot of things, and I'm just grateful that all my family is safe and healthy. All my friends are safe and healthy. I've had some people who have that I know that have been diagnosed, but for the most part, they have been well. And I just thank God that I get to live and enjoy every day, even if I can't enjoy it the way that we used to do it before. I just thank him that at least we have a life to live. I have a job, I have a family, and I have people that love me, and I'm grateful for him for that. Um, because of that, I feel like I've been trying to take some time to pray, and I would say I've been lucky that our church has been giving the online masses, even with the COVID and the situations that they can start bringing people into the church, with limited space. But the fact that once this COVID happened, they started with having these online masses. That was for me. I know for a lot of people, it was like, well, I missed the experience of physically being there. But I, for one, was the type that I haven't been in church physically for quite a while. So that was my way of kind of like going back and kind of like starting from somewhere. So because of that, I've been able to go to church a little bit more than I used to before. So it's been a good opportunity for me. Where I think I need to improve, though, is like I said earlier before we started, the fact that I feel like I'm kind of all over the place with, my job, and then with my faith is like I have so much going on that I feel like I need to find that time for him more. And it's just something that I have to work on. God always wants his time. Even with everything going on, you still got to find that time for him. So it's something that I still have to work on. It's getting there, but there's still a lot of work to do. Yeah.
Okay. Where you work? What do
I
you do?
work I work at Bristol Myers Squibb in Summit, New Jersey. I'm actually an analytical chemist, so we actually do a lot of method development work and a lot of testing for potential drugs for things related to cancer, things related to multiple sclerosis, and other things. So I've been doing a lot of work on that.
Oh, cool. All right. So next victim, I mean, answer be from Lynette. Where you at with God?
I think basically with God, I don't know, I'm pretty much the same when it comes to prayer as well because I feel like I've always been a prayerful person. But now I feel like I usually pray, I mean, when I eat, um when I go to bed, and then when I wake up I usually like listen to the rosary or other types of prayer. But I know there's four types of prayers: adoration, contrition, thanksgiving, and there's one that starts with an S, supplication. And I mean, I usually try to pray based on that. um I also I don't only I pray the Our Father, the Hail Mary, stuff like that, but like also when I'm about to go to bed, I take my time and like talk to God about my day usually. And based on, let's say, I since we're talking about prayer, I'm going to talk about Saint Teresa of Avila. She's the doctor. She's one of the doctors of the church. She's one of the only 4 female doctors. She's a doctor of prayer. And I really like this where she says that like in when we're alone and when things are silent is when like it's better for prayer. I'm pretty sure she says that in her book of Way of Perfection. I don't really know. I haven't read her books that well, but like she says that when we're far away from distractions, that improves our prayer. So the reason I'm saying this is because like now that I mean it's also summer, I'm far away from school, and like due to the pandemic and everything, like all the distractions from my regular life are like not very influential in my life right now. So I guess that has like strengthened my prayer. And she also says in her book Eternal Castle, where she says that prayer is like built up on like a habit. And I feel like ever since I was like little, I've always like prayed, and I feel like it's important to build like a habit of praying like every day, because you know how like let's say when you play a sport or when you play a musical instrument, like it's always important to build a habit of practicing every day. And I feel like that's basically the same thing with prayer. It's important to like keep a solid habit. I feel like that helps. And then in her book of Ways of Perfection, she also says that prayer is an important friendship, and like the person we're building that friendship with is obviously God. And I feel like obviously with like with people in your regular life, like friendship, it's obviously you have to talk to that person like constantly to maintain a strong friendship. So it's basically the same thing with God, where we have to like pray to him constantly as a way of communicating with him. And I mean, like, I feel like everything in the world, like, I have to thank him for a bunch of things, like the fact that me and my family are healthy and far. And I feel like not meant like no one in my house, no one in my like family has had the coronavirus. Thank God. So I feel like that's also something I have to thank him about. And just I feel like we're not in control of our lives or the world, so we need to communicate with God, like so like he can help us understand everything that's going on with our lives. And I think that's basically it.
Amen. Amen. Good. Hardy, where is God in your life? Where are you at with God? And where are you at with prayer?
Well, right now, I would say I'm questioning, really, because right now there's a lot of stuff happening in my life, and it's like I'm not sure where I'm at, really. I'm not sure how much I do believe and how much like this thing is constantly running through my head of what's gonna happen next. And I have tried prayer, and it's like it didn't seem to help me. It didn't seem to be something that helped me, like help console me in any way. Like yeah, so I've done it marginally less. So it's like I don't know where to continue and where to go forward at this point.
Okay. How about you in prayer?
In prayer, I haven't really been praying that much. Like I do occasionally, but I haven't really made a habit of it right now.
Yeah. A lot of times, when, because feeling the doubt and not knowing where you are at with God and everything, it's natural. With all the things going on in the world also, family. I recently, this past weekend, lost an uncle, the last of the siblings from my mother's side. She has no more. They're all gone. And I was like, wow, he didn't live in Florida like the rest. He lived in Queens, and I didn't go and see him as much, or I didn't know where he lived. But you know, just keep an open mind and open heart, because basically that's what this program is for. To guide, to let you know, like, where you at with God. If you see that you're not, then God is gonna find a way to get you on. There's no coincidence that out of nowhere I just decided to contact Mary and said I want to do a Where You At, St. Simon Stock. God put it in my heart and my head, and in my fingers when I text her, so don't worry about it. Things will happen. Things will happen. So who else? Brenda. That's out in the park.
Yes.
And I gotta spotlight you. Where you at with God, and where you at with prayer?
For me, it's a little complicated because where I am with God is I'm in a kind of phase where I'm questioning myself where is God in my life, and throughout, like, because there's a lot of things going on in my head these days, and I haven't really been praying like I used to. Because usually I only prayed at night, and the reason was because there was no peace and quiet in my house. And I'm not praying that much like I used to, and I used to feel like I'm not opening my heart either. Like, it's closed and it's staying closed, and there is no way it's budging. So I'm in that kind of phase, and I don't know what to do. And yeah.
And how do you feel like you would get out of it? I always call it the funk. We get in our funk.
I don't feel like I'm not.
You're not?
I kind of need advice.
Okay.
Can I
Sure.
can I discredit Brenda?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
As Brenda was is part of St. Margaret Mary's confirmation class, and I'm going to discredit her because she's saying she's not opening her heart. She has been a part of our youth group meetings all the way since we did Pascua online, so she is listening to God, even though she thinks she's not. She is opening to Him. She just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe
Then
that
I'm in the
also.
confusion. Maybe I'm in the confusion phase then.
Yes, you are, Brandon. I'm going to beat you up. All I have to do is get you snacks.
Oh, that's true. But these days I'm still not really praying at night like I used to.
Well, it
Like,
happens.
what should I do?
You just
Should I just
set a reminder
should
on your phone. That always works.
I,
My wife sets a reminder. She does a rosary 3 times a day on a conference call, and she sets a reminder for that every time I go to talk to her. Her phone is ringing. But with me, I sometimes I fall asleep. I could watch the best thing on Netflix and Umbrella Academy, and all of a sudden I'm gonna fall asleep because I'm dead tired. But I do a lot of my praying in the morning. I get to work, like today I got to work at 3:30, so I was by myself. The whole hospital kitchen, no one was there but me. And I played, and how I pray is I do my intentions, I pray my Our Father, and then I will play Christian music. I have a playlist called Work Holy Hour, and because I have an hour before the first my first coworkers start getting there, so it's like it's time for myself. I sing as loud, even though I can't sing at all. So they say when you sing, you pray twice. So Brenda, just stay strong. Open that communication, because prayer is communication with God and talking to a friend. That's all the time we have for this episode of Where You At. Stay tuned next week for part 2 and our season finale of Where You At, St. Simon Stock. God bless, and I'll see you later.